Hello and welcome to Wrestling and welcome to the Smackdown Synopsis for the episode on April 23rd. And we kick off the show with Shane McMahon, the best in the world, the best professional wrestler in the world, Shane McMahon. And he's sort of playing on the fact that Roman attacked his dad last week, and he's saying, who would attack another man's father like that? Obviously playing off the fact that he attacked Miz's father not too long ago. He demands that Roman comes out and faces his consequences, which Roman does, and they're about to square off. Him and Shane sort of get ready to have a match. Shane says, let's settle this right here, right now, when Elias jumps Roman from behind and gets the better of Roman. And this leads to Elias sort of challenging Roman to a match at Money in the Bank, which Roman later on in the show accepts. By the way, my notes are a little bit messed up. I don't know what happened. They've not saved properly, so I'm going to have to go off memory and what's on WWE.com a little bit here, so bear with me. Andrade is back on Smackdown after 1 week on Raw. The Superstar shake-up, as I said in the last video, went on for 2 weeks for some reason. And people got switched back and forth. I think this has got something to do with him and Charlotte Flair. I don't know if they're possibly getting married, but then they've not been together very long. But then there's rumours going around that they might be getting married. I don't know. Anyway, Andrade, the kayfabe reason is that Andrade wants to face Finn. And he wants to get the Intercontinental Championship. And he said, Finn tried to run away from us to Raw and then back to SmackDown. So we're following him around. So, yeah. Balor picks up the win this time, though, after Zelina tried jumping off the turnbuckle. She was caught by Andrade. And Finn took advantage of this with the dropkick and the coup de grace. And he picked up the win. So, sort of 50-50 booking, really. And it wasn't a bad little match, actually. Not as good as the one previous, but still. Then we had Kairi Sane versus Peyton Royce. Of course, we have Kairi Sane's with Asuka, and Paige is kind of managing them at the minute. And then the Iconics as well. So, yeah, Iconics getting pinned left and right at the minute. It's a little bit disappointing. I know they're not supposedly, supposed to be the best in there, but then they are the tag champs, and when they do get going, they have really good matches. They work together very well, but I guess the kayfabe thing is like they're not that great. I don't know. I don't really understand why this is happening. But anyway, yeah, hopefully they can get them back on track. I'd like to see the Iconics against more enhancement talent and sort of picking up wins against people that nobody's ever heard of. I thought that was funny. I'd like to see that continue, please. We got Lars Sullivan once again demolishing superstars. That's what it says on WWE.com. And I'll try and remember who that was against. Of course, it was Chad Gable and Jinder Mahal was supposed to have a match. And this is a little bit of a shame for Chad, because I'd like to see Chad start getting a bit of a run going. I think he's a great talent, and I'd like to see him to get a bit of a push on the singles ladder. But yeah, the match didn't even get going due to Lars Sullivan. He came down and destroyed everyone, and then the Singh brothers were there to be thrown around like they often are. It's their job in WWE, and they're good at it. And then R-Truth decided that he was going to come down and sort of try and get some payback on Lars after his attack on him from before. But, yeah, didn't quite pay off for R-Truth, did it? Following this, we had Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. They had a little promo off. Charlotte Flair sort of saying, Becky, I'm inside your head because you keep mentioning me whenever Lacey turns up, which, of course, is what's been happening. So I thought this was good. I think these two are really good when they get going, having little promos against each other. But, yeah. Bayley comes down and she sort of says, I want an opportunity at the SmackDown Live title. and the Queen tells her to get back in line. I thought Bayley was really good at this bit. She like got all up in Charlotte's face and kind of looked fearless instead of looking like a goof like WWE have made her to look like in previous sort of years. So this was really good from Bayley, and this followed by them having a match, and Charlotte Flair managed to pick up that win. So it was a good match, good little match. I thought, as I said, Bayley she looked really intense rather than being a bit goofy, and I thought this was good. She won with the spear, of all things, and Becky basically declared that she will defend all her titles, both her titles, when and where and whenever. So might be a busy evening for Becky Lynch at Money in the Bank. I don't know if she's going to end up defending both belts there, but that would be interesting. Okay, and then we got to the, I guess it was the main part of the show. They'd been talking about Kofi Kingston taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. And this was an okay match as well, actually. I quite enjoyed it. And Kofi was going to pick up the win when Rusev stopped the match. He got in and broke up the pin, and of course it was thrown out for a DQ. And then the New Day members, or the New Day member, Kevin Owens, the Big O, and Xavier Woods jumped into the ring to help out. And they sort of saw off Rusev. And then all of a sudden, the turn that we had expected to happen, but not quite as quickly as it has done, Kevin Owens super kicked Kofi Kingston. And he dealt with Xavier Woods as well. He was going to powerbomb Kofi onto the ring edge, but Woods kind of made a save and dived on Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens sort of did it to him instead. And yeah, the heel turn has happened only a couple of weeks after Kevin Owens was reintroduced as a babyface, and I was quite enjoying his babyface run, to be honest. I think what's happened is they just need someone for Kofi to go up against in that main event picture for the WWE title, and I guess they thought, well, we're going to have to turn someone heel, let's turn Kevin Owens heel. So it works for me. Kevin Owens is great, he's a good heel. I was enjoying his babyface run, but maybe it's a little bit quick. As I say, they probably needed something. So a decent SmackDown for me. I enjoyed it. We got to see the Bray Wyatt thing again, by the way, which is interesting. I hope we start seeing different versions of that in the coming weeks. And yeah, I think I want to give this SmackDown a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I tend to enjoy it more than Raw currently, and I'm looking forward to kind of what's going to happen in the future with the show. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends, spread it around Reddits and stuff like that. That would be much appreciated. And we'll see you for a GM video, SmackDown vs Raw GM mode tomorrow, and then in the coming weeks I'll be back on my own for the Raw replay and SmackDown synopsis. See you soon.